The Honda Navi can go pretty much anywhere, so one of these days maybe an astronaut will strap some rocket engines on it, and then they'll get even better gas mileage just coasting around in orbit. But for the rest of us on planet Earth, we have to deal with rough roads, and the Navi is not particularly good with suspension because it's got really short travel on the... Oh man, oh, that's rough. And I thought, there's got to be some way of improving the ride quality on the Navi. So I checked the tire pressure, 22 front, 29 rear when riding solo. I thought, I wonder if I could pull the same trick that I do on my e-bikes. You know, the 100-pound ones that can go 80 kilometers and do over 40 kilometers an hour, that kind of stuff. When I dropped them down from 20 psi down to 15, it was a huge improvement in ride quality because now the tire was absorbing a lot more of the road shock going down rough pathways. We have a lot of those in Calgary. And I thought, okay, I'll do some research on how low can I drop the tire pressure, and check the number of sites, and the consensus is you can drop it down quite safely down to 20% lower tire pressure, which on the Navi is about 5 psi in the front and 6 psi in the back. So I can run 17 on the front and 24 on the back, and that's about as low as you'd want to go, because going lower than that can sometimes cause worse problems like premature tire wear and that sort of thing. So I thought, okay, I'll try it, because on a grooved road like this, the Navi tends to wander around quite a bit. Not as bad as some bikes, but it's still bad enough that you don't feel comfortable on it. So, dropping down the tire pressure, I find that because more of the tires on the road surface, it doesn't get stuck in these little grooves as much, and it rides much smoother, even going over manhole covers, which I just zip around trying to avoid, because hitting those manhole covers is really shocking. So on a lot of these country roads, I have to keep my speed down to 20 or 30 kilometers an hour, because the Navi, once it starts getting into a little bit deeper gravel, it just starts sliding around a little bit too much for my likes, and it can get quite dangerous. So I decided I'm going to run the front tire at 17 psi and the rear one at 24 psi, which should help it to handle the gravel roads better, and we'll see how that works out. Who needs a bridge when you have 109 cc's of pure adrenaline?